This will be round 3 of the Premodern League. Going first. That's not a very strong looking hand. Yeah, I can't keep it. This seems a bit better. Save that Grizzly Fate for later. Lead with the wastes. I would want to wait a little while before gushing. This gives me 2 options. Alright, nothing to swords, so I will opt. Nope. Accumulating knowledge seems pretty good. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have any of their own. Probably replenish. Probe. Do I want to do that now? That's an interesting proposition. Yeah, I think I do. I want to get rid of the swords. What will the other one be? Maybe just this other island. I am going to gush. Maybe not right away, but it's going to happen pretty soon. Yep, it's replenish. Alright, gotta be ready to protect myself. Put them back like that. Play the Flooded Strand, end the turn. Now if they play something I have to counter, I can shuffle and then opt. If they don't play something I have to counter, I can opt into the Impulse and then shuffle and play Impulse. They're probably trying to figure out what to run into my counter, and fortunately, it's, maybe they're just going to intuition. Anyway, I will do my plan B here. Get the Impulse. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't try to run something out. Maybe they're lacking blue mana, but if they were, why would they not just sacrifice Attunement? Seems like they'd have a lot of good stuff to discard. That's interesting. Take the diamond. They're going to fire off the intuition now on their own end stuff, I think. They definitely thought about it. Yeah, tempting as it is to go with the hard cast rate with Gush, I think I have to just be more, I guess, efficient. What do I want? Portent, opt, and opt. Yeah, just real cheap cantrips. Seems like a good set of cards to mix back in. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so having found the counter spell, I'm going to use my floating mana and played Sabo's Web with 2 mana up. Then I can portent later when I really need to find something. Here's the intuition. Yeah, I suppose I should give them opalescence, huh? Okay, gonna be some action this turn. Fully stocked graveyard. Yeah, if they punch this earth and mana leak, then I'm just dead. Yep. Alright, well, one game down. Just didn't quite have what it took. Alright, Meddling Mage in, Web out, Null in, Dominate out, Swords out ×2, Wrath out. They're probably going to bring something for me to Swords, and even then, you know, it's nice to be able to get stuff when they play Opalescence. I could take Exalted Angel. That could be kind of nice. The choice is between Exalted Angel and another Swords to Plowshares. I guess I'll take the Angel. I mean, they're both pretty unappealing. And 2 Swords to Plowshares is plenty to hedge my bets with. I don't know if they're going to board in creatures, but 2 should be adequate with all the cantrips I have. Alright. Yeah, I've got the opt. I think I'll keep it. Meddling Mage. We'll go for the counter spell here. Don't have a swords on hand, and even if I did, I don't want to go get a plains. Nice. That was a great draw. Use this now in case they have Stifle. And yeah, I'll just pass. Hopefully I get to null something good. Yeah, all in all that. Perhaps it would be right to be more picky, but I feel like if I just let them filter over and over, they're going to stockpile like 3 Orm's Chant and a Replenish or something. They'll be smoothing out their land draws. Let's go ahead and gush here. Interesting. Now I could go for the Grizzly Fate and try to rush them. I'm not sure how many Parallax Wave they kept. Alternatively, I could hardcast the Gush and then just hope that they don't hit me too hard with what they draw next. It's a pretty difficult choice. They're very different options. Yeah, I'm going to go for Grizzly Fate. It feels like the right move. Yeah, I didn't want it to be Frantic Search. Double Parallax Wave. They about to do like a mini Replenish? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, that's fine. Doesn't really do much aside from get rid of Grizzly Fate and make me wait a while to do the next one. Null was good to draw. Yeah, it does feel good to have annulled the attunement earlier on, because that probably wouldn't have been a like a defensive Replenish if they had gotten all that drawn discard out of it. Yeah, they're running down one and keeping the other. That's the smart way to go about it. Let's play this library on the turn. Yeah, in the two previous leagues I used this deck, where I did make the playoffs both times, I had Lobotomy in the main deck. And I took it out this time, but maybe I should put it back as a sideboard card. I don't know. When a deck has, Mox Diamond and three main colors, it's just hard to find space for stuff. Gonna mana leak this through, maybe. I mean, as long as they don't permanently get rid of my stuff, should basically be okay. Yeah, whatever, I'll just keep two of them. Try for another null. Counterspell, accumulate knowledge impulse. Yeah, it just feels too likely that I really just need the annul. Perhaps I should have Gush in response to one of the island exiles. That would, of course, have left them with an extra fading counter, give them an entire extra turn to get their way out of all this. The fact that I made it through that last turn puts me in a really good spot. Yeah, I don't need that. I guess I don't need this either. Play that, end the turn. Now I've got Forbid up. Intuition is fine. I need to counter what they get with it. Dilute their deck a little. Yeah, if this resolves, it's game over, so I will go for the buyback. Oh, there's the mana leak. Alright, well, that is it. I am dead. Maybe I need to try to work something out for that matchup. I'm not sure what the answer would be. Something to think about, though. Used to have Reverent Silence. Well, not Reverent Silence. Tranquil Domain. Just didn't feel right, though. It seemed better to annul stuff. Anyway, they just sort of do two things at once, and I can only do one to respond to it with. So, I don't know. I'll see if any ideas come to mind.